I'd like to call the Washington Township Reorganization meeting for January 5th, 2026 to order. If people please rise for the pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Speaking of the meeting, besides our secretary, am I speaking?
Yes, I am Bill Pierce on 41 Tiger Road, and at times I might be filming stuff on my phone if it looks like
A motion to appoint Colin for temporary chairperson in order to receive the nominations for the chairperson for 2026. I will make that motion.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And a motion to appoint Sue as temporary secretary.
I got two on the list.
A motion to appoint Lisa for temporary secretary to record the nominations for chairperson. I will make that motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. You're up.
Okay, good evening, board members. At this time, I would like to open the floor for nominations of a chairperson. Do I have any nominations?
I will nominate myself.
Any other nominations?
I will nominate Rodney Long.
Okay, now we need to vote on a chair. Do we want to take a vote on Tom as chair?
I think you have to do them in order, don't you?
Yeah, yes. So is there a vote on Tom to be appointed as the chairman of the board?
Yes.
No.
No.
Is there a vote on Romney to be the chairwoman of the board?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Romney is appointed chairwoman of the board of supervisors. At this time, I'd also like to open the floor for nominations of a vice chair. Are there any nominations?
I'll nominate Tom.
Any other nominations? Okay. Would we like to take a vote on that nomination?
I'll vote
Yes.
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 Unanimous? Tom is appointed vice chair. Romney, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you. So the next item is public comment. Can anyone grab the paper and see what is doing? Nothing? Okay. And we'll move forward. Affirmation of township employees' appointments. A motion is in order to make the following appointments within one motion. Appointment of Township Manager Secretary Susan Brown. Appointment of full-time office personnel Melissa Swanson, Treasurer, and Lisa Boyer, Assistant Secretary. Appointment of full-time road employees Brian Moore, Jacob Long, Thomas Maluski, Gary Arndt, and Josh Berner. Appointment of full-time wastewater treatment plant employees Tony Schwank and Kyle Whitman. Appointment of the following permanent, part-time, and/or seasonal snow emergency employees Matthew McCluskey, Thomas Galanda, all day long. Appointment of Roadmaster Brian Moore. I will make this motion.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, administrative items. Number one, a motion is in order to establish a treasurer's bond in the amount of $1 million with the treasurer's bond to be filed with the Board of Auditors. Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Number two, this motion, we're going to table. Number three, a motion to set the mileage rate for officials and employees using their own vehicles for township business at 72.5 cents per mile. Do I have a motion? Is there a second? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We need a motion to reaffirm the following manuals of the township. Can this be put together still? These two? Or
No, they should be separate.
Separate, okay, the safety manual, resolution 2026-2, do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And a motion to reaffirm the CDL Operators Manual, Resolution 2026-3. Is there a
I'll
motion?
make that motion.
A second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. A motion is needed to adopt resolution number 2026-4, readopting the Washington Township Personnel Manual. I will make that motion. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
A motion is needed to allow the utilization of the township office for sitting hours for tax collector Brenda Bradigan. I will make that motion. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, moving on to professional appointments. A motion to appoint LTL Consultants as the township's engineering firm for 2026, and also as the zoning officer, well permit officers, electrical inspectors for 2026, and to adopt resolution number 2026-5, establishing the fees for their services. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion to appoint LTL Consultants as the township's sewage officers for 2026, and to adopt resolution number 2026-6, establishing permit fees for 2026 and naming the attached individuals as sewage officers: Bradley A. Flume, Paul E. Lade III, Matthew P. Hoffert, W. David Wallace, Sharon Ayub, and Eric Conklin. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second. Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion to adopt resolution number 2026-7, appointing LTL Consultants as the township's building code official in order to administer and enforce the Pennsylvania Construction Code within the township for 2026. I will make that motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion needed to appoint systems design engineers as the Washington Township sewer engineer and to adopt resolution number 2026-8, establishing the fees for their professional engineering service. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
A motion to appoint Kozloff Stout Joan London Esquire as the township's legal counsel for 2026 at the rate of $206 per hour and $132 for paralegal services. I'll make that motion. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Romney, we had discussed it last meeting, about having separate solicitors for planning commission. Is that now they're trying to bring that up, or is that a separate?
Well, I wasn't sure about that too. Is this, does this specify that it's for both, or is this just for, it says for the township's legal counsel, is that for both or just for the one?
Yeah,
Just for board of supervisors?
I believe it would be for both.
Doesn't have to be.
I'm just asking the
Well,
question
right,
now.
the way it's written, I think, you mean it's for both, right? Okay, because the last planning commission meeting, they discussed maybe having a separate solicitor for that, so for avoiding a conflict of interest. I don't know if we don't have anything like, lined up or anything like that, so maybe we can put that on our agenda for the next meeting. Or does the planning commission have to request that from the board, or how does this even work? Or can we just decide?
No,
or-
the board would appoint the solicitor for the planning commission.
Okay, right.
So
But do we need a request specifically, or we can just decide, right?
No, I'm fairly confident the board of supervisors has the discretion
Decide.
to appoint the solicitor. So you can
Okay.
do that at any time.
Okay,
Doesn't necessarily
Okay.
be tonight.
yeah, so we'll put that on
Thank you, that answers my question.
agenda for the next meeting.
I guess I have a question. Why would we appoint a separate zoning hearing at a higher rate for legal and paralegal services?
The township solicitor's office cannot also serve as the zoning hearing board solicitor by law.
They can't?
They cannot.
Okay. Then why are we paying them more money? Is there someone that would be comparative to their pricing that you can research?
Who are we paying more money? Oh,
You're
I'm
paying-
missing your question.
What's here in Eugene, Orlando?
Okay, we didn't get to that one yet, that's why I was confused. Okay, right, so that's the next thing to be, so the difference is $206 an hour versus $210 an hour. I mean, and then the paralegals are different,
That's correct.
yeah.
Yeah, the paralegals, there's a fair amount of difference. $4 doesn't make or break much of anything,
Right.
but I.
Right, but the paralegal is
$40
$40.
some is,
Yeah, $43.
I mean, do we have to decide that right away, Sue? And
I have a
we can
question.
change it later?
How can you approve either one of those if you're gonna open up the budget and we don't have a budget to pay them? So that's my question to you. You're not gonna approve a budget tonight, so how can you approve paying them?
Do we need to table this also, Sue, or is it?
How do you know that in advance? Who have you been talking to?
Come on, I got a budget sitting right here in
List
front
it
of
on
me.
paper.
It's
But you
all
said
over.
they're not gonna approve it. How do you know they're not gonna approve it?
Well, it can't
Have
be
you been
approved.
discussing it before the meeting?
Listen, I'm not talking to you, okay?
I asked you a question.
I asked her a question and I'm waiting for her answer.
I asked Sue, do we need to bump that too as with the wage schedule? or
When
no?
I spoke with Joan earlier today, she said that the professional services could be appointed. The only item that could not be addressed would be the wage salary, wage schedule, and that needs to be tabled.
Okay, which we did. Okay. Lisa, did we finish number 5, Kozlov's out? We did, okay.
Did
so-
have a motion on that, yes.
Okay, and we all approved or no?
Yes.
Okay, so that we moved good on
6.
number 6 now. We need a motion to appoint Orlando Law Offices PC, Eugene Orlando Jr. Esquire, as the Washington Township Zoning Hearing Board Solicitor at the rate of $210 per hour for Mr. Orlando and $175 per hour for paralegal services. I'll make that motion. Is there a second?
I think we could,
For lack of a second, the motion dies. Now what do we do? We have to appoint someone, don't we?
I suppose you could appoint Attorney Orlando as the zoning hearing board solicitor, subject to negotiation about the paralegal's rate.
Okay, I will make a motion to appoint Orlando Law Offices with the condition that we're going to reconsider and negotiate potentially the paralegal's rate. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion to appoint the Berks County Tax Collection Committee to collect the earned income and occupational privilege taxes for the township for 2026. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion to reappoint the Tax Claim Bureau of Berks County as collector of all delinquent real estate taxes imposed by the township on real estate located within its boundaries for 2026. Is there a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion to reappoint Ambler Savings Bank and the Pennsylvania Local Government Investment Trust as depositories for all township funds for 2026. I will make that motion. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor? So on page 4, convention appointments, motion to certify the delegates to the state convention to be held in April as Thomas Kalanda, Matthew McCluskey, Rodney Long, and Susan Brown, and Brian Moore. Compensation at the regular employee rate to be given while attending. Do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
All those in favor? Aye. And we need a motion to appoint someone as the voting delegate.
You can do it.
I am willing to do it, that's fine.
I'll second that.
Thank you. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Fire company resolution and Berks Towing. A motion to adopt resolution 2026-9 recognizing the Eastern Berks Fire Company as the official fire company of Washington Township. I will make that motion. Is there a second? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion to adopt resolution number 2026-10, giving the Eastern Berks Fire Company 100% of fireman relief funds distributed yearly. I will make that motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion to adopt resolution number 2026-11, appointing Berksmont Towing and Recovery as the approved storage garage for the removal and impoundment of illegally parked vehicles within the township and approving their current rate of fees. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
A motion is needed to authorize Bruce Hoffman, DWB EMA Coordinator, to complete and submit run card authorization forms to Berks County Department of Emergency Services for emergency medical services and fire services within Washington Township. I will make that motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, appointment and/or reappointment of persons filling committee openings, committee vacancies, see attached worksheet for committee reappointments and new appointments. Sue, do these have to be every single one separate, or how does this work? So for the zoning hearing where there's two of them, I do them separate?
Yes.
Okay. These are reappointments. Member Craig Mortar, term to expire in 2028. I will make that motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? To appoint as an alternate member, Thomas Diastro, with a term to expire in 2028. I will make that motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? You're opposed?
Yeah.
Okay. You have to make sure these
I'm sorry. Opposed.
to the second one, no, the alternate member, or to both.
I was opposed to that.
Okay.
I didn't speak in turn.
Okay.
At this time, I'd like to nominate someone for, I guess it doesn't really matter, they're already through, but I'd like to nominate Joe as zoning board hearing as well.
I don't
It looks
I
like
don't think we have any more openings other than those two.
Okay.
Those are already. Okay, the planning commission, these are 4-year terms. The two people that terms are expiring, willing to re-up is Russell Drabig, term to expire in 2029. Is there a motion to reappoint him?
I'll make the motion.
I will second. All in favor?
Aye.
I'd like to make a motion to appoint Wayne Farrington, Planning Commission,
There's no open.
one of the terms.
Sure there is. These terms are expired, therefore they're open.
These two are open.
They're open because their term has expired, so they're open for it, as the township has always done in the past.
Okay.
They're open positions. Anyone could put their name in or be considered, just as you have done in the past.
They're open for reappointments, so it's technically,
Elaine was on the planning commission for years. Her term expired. You put Romney on. That's the way it works. They're open positions.
So there were two open positions. We just appointed one to fill that vacancy, so there is one more.
Was the first one voted on?
I believe so, yes.
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 Okay, because you can have more than one motion on the floor at the same time.
Sure,
Right, so I want to clarify that before they vote.
sure, absolutely. So I haven't heard a motion to appoint someone to that vacant position yet. Is there,
Okay, well,
did you make that motion then?
I did, I made a motion to
To appoint?
appoint Elaine Pennington.
Okay.
all right, are there any other motions?
I will make a motion for Michael Ewing.
So we'll-
I thought you were doing one term at a time.
we need to take the first motion.
Okay,
We need to take the motions in order. Is there a second on the motion to appoint?
Elaine
Elaine.
Pennington.
Is there a second on that motion? No second, so that motion dies. Is there a second on Tom's motion to appoint Michael Ewing?
I will second that.
Okay. We have a vote on that appointment, please.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Matt, is there
Opposed.
opposed? So motion carries 2-1.
Environmental Advisory Council, 3-year terms, Shannon Delp, with a term to expire in 2028. I will make that motion. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
There's also two open
Yep.
vacancies.
Yeah, we'll
I'd
get to
like-
those after we do the rest of them first. Okay, just, I'll never keep track of them, go in order. The Park and Rec Board, 3-year terms, Mark Beadle for the term to expire in 2028, I will make that motion, is there a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
So for the Washington Township Municipal Authority, Water, I will nominate Matt McCluskey for this position with a term to expire in 2030. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
All those in favor? Aye.
Tom, do you vote on that matter?
This has been for a really long time, the 3 sitting supervisors running the authority.
Oh, there's 2 other positions.
Well, I make a motion for Dave Moyer to be on the municipal authority.
As one of these vacant positions?
You have how many vacancies?
Right, understood. For a pretty long time now, this municipal authority, since it doesn't actually do anything, has just been the 3 sitting supervisors. It's essentially an authority in name only, so we didn't really ever need, we don't need a full house for that. But if you made the motion, is there a second? For lack of a second, motion dies. Committee vacancies, zoning hearing board, none, planning commission, none, environmental advisory. We have 1 position vacant with a term to expire in 2027 and 2 vacant with terms to expire in 2028. Do we have any volunteers, Sue? Anyone fill out any applications?
I make a motion to fill Pearsall to fill one of those vacancy positions.
Okay, did you have a preference for which one?
Probably the top one. We may as well start at the top and work down as far as, just makes the most sense.
Well, if you wanted to, the vacant, the second one is a term to expire in 2028, that's a longer term.
No, it's 2026.
Yeah, the top one's until you're
Environmental advisory.
26, 27, and the 2 vacancies at the bottom for EAC.
2027, and the second is 2028.
There's 2
There are
vacancies
2
for
at
26.
2 for 2028.
Right.
26.
Those are all alternate
No, those
members.
I'm on the.
So you're right, you're
Right.
2028, you're correct.
So I'm on the environmental advisory, the next one is the environmental alternate. Those
Oh,
are
I'm
alternate
sorry.
members, so
I had my,
we're
I'm
still
sorry,
up
I had
on
my
that.
lines mixed up.
Use your finger to keep track. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so for which position did you want to appoint that then, for the 2028?
2028, yeah.
Okay. I will second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Opposed?
Any other nominations for Environmental Advisory Committee? So we didn't get anything else?
I had,
I think somebody had it. I saw a hand go up.
Yes, I did not apply ahead of time, but I figured I would try.
Okay. I'll make that motion for Barbara Dunn to join the EAC. Did you have a preference on term? A 1 year or 2 year? 1 year?
Oh. Well, technically it's 26 and 27, so it's a 2-year or a 3-year.
I have a question. One of the members that's on there doesn't live in the township, and I had brought this up before, and I thought that they were supposed to make Matt Rhodes an alternate member, because he doesn't live in our township.
Well, we have a motion on the, we don't have a motion on the table.
Okay, so which term is this for? The 27? Okay, and that's Barbara Dunn, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I will second the motion. Is there, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, congratulations to those 2 people. So there was still technically 1 more vacant.
That's what I'm sorry, I'm confused. I thought you said there was 1 vacant spot and 2 alternate vacant spots.
Now, do you have an agenda? Or do you have?
Our agenda doesn't have that. And for some reason, all the vacant spots, like everybody's terms that expires, has been removed from the website, so I can't see it anymore. So I can't tell. But it used to be on there where I could see, but I'm sorry, I was confused,
That's
but
okay.
yeah.
So the Environmental Advisory Committee, it says there is one vacant, which we just appointed Barbara Dunn, and there are two, it's a two in parentheses, that means there's two, vacant, and we appointed Bill Pearsall, that's a term to expire in 2028. So there's still one vacant,
There would be because of the Matt Rhodes.
2028.
Okay, yeah.
So are we moving on from those? And now we'll move to the EAC alternate members. Do we have none of those? Okay, well, we can always add people if they decide later, so we'll just keep going.
Ronnie, can I ask you a quick question about that board? How many members are there and how many positions are currently filled, absent of the ones you just filled tonight?
So we did Shannon, Barbara, and Bill. We appointed 3.
Right. How many, is that a 5 or a
There's
7
six.
member?
Six.
Or-
At least what I see. There's supposed to be 6 members, 3 alternates.
So who is currently filling those filled positions besides the 3 you just did tonight? Or 2 you did tonight, actually.
I'm one, Dwayne Henny, Shannon Delp, and then Matthew Rhodes, who is the one that is probably gonna have to be an alternate because he doesn't live in our township. So that's 4. So then, when you add Bill,
So that would be
Barb,
6.
now we have 6. So now the board would technically be filled unless
But
Matt,
it says
which,
there were 3 vacancies, and so I'm
Correct.
just curious
Yes,
about
that's-
total number. Does anybody know for sure?
well, I'm only looking at the website and it says there's 6 actual members, 3 alternate members. So as of now, there's 3 vacancies for the alternate members. The rest of the regular members is filled, according right now.
So then, and is it Matt Rhodes, did you say?
Matt Rhodes, but that's something that we can talk about a different time. We don't have to,
Okay. So we don't need to.
I don't know what, unless you want to bring that up now, I don't know what to do. But he's on our board, but he doesn't live in our township, so he should be moved to an alternate member or volunteer member.
So can you clarify?
I think there's 5 members and 3 alternates.
Well, on our website, there's 6 spots. There's always been 6 of us. There has always been 6 of us.
Well, it sounds like you now have 6.
Yeah, now we have 6,
Right.
but there's always been 6.
I was just curious because I knew there was a problem with holding the meetings because we weren't meeting a quorum, and that's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
And Missy's going to get there.
Very good, thank you.
Can we move on though in the meantime, or? The Uniform Construction Code Board of Appeals, there is a vacant term to expire in 2028 and a vacant term to expire in 2026.
I'd like to make a motion to nominate Tom Moore for the term that expires in 2028.
Tom who?
Tom Moore, MLHR.
Is he here? Oh,
He's not here tonight. He was supposed to be here, he's sick.
Okay. Is there a second?
Seconded.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And was that for the 2028?
2028, yes.
Okay.
Well, that's an alternate, right? There's not a 2028 on there, it's 27, 26.
Talking about uniform construction code.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Code Board of
Okay,
Appeals, and
sorry
then the
about that.
next one is the UCC Uniform Construction Code alternate members. So we're doing the regular board first,
Sorry,
and there's
okay.
one. If there aren't any others, the UCC Uniform Construction Code alternate members, are there any nominations for that? We have a vacant term to expire in 2026 and one to expire in 2027. No. Okay, you can always fill in if someone decides to be interested later. Park and Rec Board, there are no open spots. Washington Township Municipal Authority Water, there are 2 vacant terms, one to expire in 2028, one to expire in 2029. This has typically just been the 3 sitting supervisors. If there's any other nominations,
I'll nominate Dave Moyer.
is there a second? For lack of a second, but do you want to?
No, I think we should probably just keep it the way we've always had it with the 3 supervisors for now.
Okay, for lack of a second, the motion dies. Any vacancies? Vacancy Board Chairman. Motion to appoint someone to serve as chairman of the Vacancy Board for 2026.
I nominate Carl Schaefer.
I'll nominate Dwayne Plummer.
Okay, we have to,
Is there a second on the first motion? Hearing none, the motion dies. Is there a second on Tom's motion?
I'll second.
Take a vote, please.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Are you opposed?
No,
Okay. Safety Committee, this is an in-house committee with persons that are employed by the township representing various departments. This committee has been established for the recommendation of our insurance carrier and meets monthly. A motion to appoint all township staff to the Safety Committee, I will make that motion. Is there a second?
second.
All those in favor? Aye.
To go back to the EAC.
Yep.
So there were 6 members. Susan, which she resigned, Tara, Dwayne Penny, Matthew Rhodes, Shannon Dell, and Dorothy Dornsife.
She resigned.
also.
Yeah.
And then there are 3 alternate positions.
So do we currently have
Yes,
how many?
6.
6. Tara, Wayne and Matt,
Shannon,
Barb, and Bill Pearson,
correct.
and Shannon. Agree with that? Anyone else? Or there's alternate members for the EAC if anyone wants to? No? Okay.
Just for the record, I oppose the safety committee. I think it's a waste of time. I think we waste hundreds of dollars every month that we don't need to do for a bunch of people sitting upstairs that talk about stuff that is not safety related. And if you look at the minutes from the last safety meeting, half the stuff that you guys talked about is not safety related. So I'm opposed to us having a safety meeting. If you want to send out a memo every month to the people, to the employees, that's great, get their feedback. But to sit upstairs for everybody in this township for an hour is a waste of taxpayer money. For them, for you to buy them lunch and just have a jolly good old time, waste of money. That's just my opinion, so I'm voting against the safety committee.
Right, so when I attend the safety meetings, I actually spend my own money on that generally. Okay.
It's still a waste of
Okay,
money.
so, and the insurance carrier has recommended that we have a safety, just to keep us
Not
safety.
every month.
Okay,
You realize what you're paying to have every employee sit upstairs for an hour? Not to mention their drive time to come over here from the sewer plant, from, everywhere, where they should be out working, not sitting upstairs talking about stuff that is not safety related. Send them an email. We got everybody's email address.
Can I ask a question and direct it to our roadmaster? Brian, you attend those safety meetings. Do you feel they're productive or a waste? I have no clue, but you attend them and I respect your opinion.
Well, the biggest thing I look at is we are recommended to have a safety committee by our insurance company. It does help our rates.
And if you don't instruct the employees about safety, then you could be negligent, or the township.
You absolutely could. Is this on record or not? Yes.
Thank you for your input. I think that should be considered.
and in fact, it used to be that there were only like 1 or 2 people from each area that were the delegates to the safety committee. We increased it to have everyone go, to make sure that everyone gets the same information about, near misses or new ideas or whatever. So that's why we do it with everybody.
I don't have a problem with that, but don't talk about stuff that's not safety related. Okay? Talking about doing repairs upstairs is not safety related. Okay? Talking about picking up the dog poop out in the park is not safety related. Okay? If you want to talk about safety stuff, fine. But don't talk about this other stuff. Don't talk about stuff that's supposed to be for the supervisor stuff.
Both the things you just mentioned, out of dumbness or whatever, could be safety related. You don't want to have
I
that.
wouldn't expect anything less from the.
Tom,
Okay?
just
You gotta talk to her, I'm not.
just because you find it comical, I'll tell you a comical one. I had to have a safety meeting with all my employees. during that safety meeting, we had to teach employees how to tie their shoes. You want to talk about comical? I have 60-year-old men that I had to teach how to tie their shoes, and it's a safety item because they can trip over their own 2 damn feet.
We did, I think, we voted yes. Right? And Tom was opposed. Safety committee, okay. So, next, the dispute committee, Gable Quarry, a motion to appoint a township supervisor to serve as a member of the dispute committee for the Gable Quarry for 2026. I will nominate Matt McCluskey. Is there a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor? Aye. We haven't actually had a dispute for a very long time, right? Sue?
Yeah.
Yeah. And her grader passed on, yes. Motion to appoint the Eastern Berks Fire Company Fire Police for 2026. I will make that motion. Is there a second? All in favor?
Aye.
A motion to appoint the Township Manager as Chief Administrative Officer of the Township's non-uniformed pension fund for 2026. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion to appoint the Township Manager as the ADA Handicapped Non-Discrimination Coordinator for 2026. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. A motion to adopt Resolution 2026-12 to appoint the Township Manager as the Open Records Officer for 2026, set fees and appeal process. I will make that motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. A motion to adopt Resolution 2026-13, naming 4 authorized signatures where 2 are required for Ambler Savings Bank. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second? It's just for signatures for the bank.
Oh, okay.
There are 4 of us that can sign and 2 are required.
Gotcha. I'll second that motion.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
A motion to appoint someone as the township representative to the Pottstown Area Regional Recreation Committee for 2026. I will nominate Mark Beadle. Is there a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
A motion to appoint someone as the township representative to the Valley Borough Municipal Authority for 2026. I nominate Matt McCluskey. Is there a second?
I nominate Dave Newman.
I'll second your motion, Rodney.
Okay, so the first motion to appoint Matt McCluskey was seconded by Matt McCluskey. All in favor? Aye.
Opposed?
A motion to adopt Resolution 2026-14, the Code of Conduct. I will make that motion. Is there a second?
I'll make the motion. I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
A motion to adopt Resolution 2026-15, setting building and zoning fees. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. A motion to adopt Resolution 2026-16, setting the salary fees. I will make that motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
A motion to adopt Resolution 2026-17, reaffirming all fee schedules not dealt with at Reorganization this evening, as published by the General Code in the Township's Codification Book. I will make that motion. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
A motion to adopt Resolution 2026-18, setting drainage plan review and inspection fees. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
A motion is needed to acknowledge the following items not to be forgotten. Sue, do we do these one at a time? Yes. Okay, first one. Coastal subdivision off of Phelps Road, 1990. Any future development of lot number 2 on the adjoining property owned by Catherine Wheeler, which will result in the use of the existing driveway easement by more than 2 single-family residences, shall require the construction of an access road complying with then existing township public road standards. I will make that motion. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor? The Penn Dutch subdivision agreement dated October 11, 1990, whereas existing buildings situated on lot number 3 are located within the ultimate right-of-way of the northwest side of Wissinger Road. In the event that any or all of the buildings are destroyed or demolished, it is agreed that all buildings will be rebuilt in such a manner so that they are situated wholly outside of the ultimate right-of-way of Wissinger Road. I will make that motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Time capsule buried at the Washington Township War Memorial is to be opened in the year 2040. Is there a motion?
Make that motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
It's getting closer every year. Agreement to permit a shared driveway at 173 Haight Schoolhouse Road, 2006, between Washington Township and Anthony and Lisa Stewart, prior owners Scott and Jacqueline Bungert. In the event that the property should be approved for subdivision, and should the parties desire to share the existing driveway, the township will approve said application for shared driveway use. There should be no more than 2 residential lots that may share said driveway. I will make that motion. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Joel Hoffman, 2006. Stone was placed on Mr. Hoffman's property adjacent to Backcountry Road. If the property is ever developed, Mr. Hoffman will be required to secure a driveway permit from the township, as the stone placed in this area is not considered pre-existing driveway. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thomas Jordan, 2014. The township entered into an agreement with the owners of 814 and 878 Hoffmansville Road on May 22nd, 2014, regarding requirements for connection to the township's public sewer system. Both agreements have been recorded with the Berks County Recorder of Deeds. I will make that motion. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Under supervisors, unfinished business, a motion to reopen and amend the 26 budget and authorize to advertise. I will make that motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Why are we opening the budget?
So when a new supervisor comes in, is the only time that you're allowed to reopen the budget, so that they can have some kind of say in the finances for that year.
Is there anything specific you're looking at, or?
So my biggest concern, and what I was going to talk about, is that the budget, we put in a $500,000 fire tax, a $500,000 EMS tax, and we did not lower the township millage sufficiently, so there is actually a .4 mil tax increase in that budget, and I was opposed to raising that tax on the residents of the township.
Okay. When a new supervisor comes in, do they take, I imagine Tom and you might have, Romney, what is in the oath of that new supervisor coming in? Is it to protect the residents of the township, or what is that there for? Or what is said in that? And what is your determination of what you should do as a board member to protect your residents and the people within your township?
Well, when someone is sworn into office, they take an oath to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States and Pennsylvania. So that is their ultimate allegiance, right?
Okay. So why would we take money away from the fire service?
We're not.
They didn't say they were doing that.
I feel you are by reopening the budget. It's set at $500,000 for each.
Correct.
What is your proposal to go forward?
So I marked up some copies for the supervisors, and so if they want to see that, and I was going to talk about what I wanted to do.
Before we proceed, this
Sure.
seems premature unless we vote on actually reopening. We don't take a vote
Oh, we
on
didn't
that.
actually vote. Okay, all in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Opposed.
Okay,
Budget is reopened.
so now the budget's open for discussion. So what was your question again? Sorry.
What do you propose?
Oh, right, so if the current tax rate for the township tax line is 1.85 mils. I propose that it be set to 1.45 mils so that there is no tax increase on the residents. And to do that, we have to rearrange some categories to come up with $105,709. So if you look at the blue tab in your budget, 439.250 resurfacing streets and roads, there is $675,000 from the general fund set aside for that. If we have $105,709 less, right? That would give us $569,291 there. So there we're losing money though for resurfacing roads and streets. So to fix that, we can go to the pink tab. We have the 439.250, this is the highway aid fund now. So that line is 200,000, and then there's unappropriated balance. So if we add that 105,709 to the 200,000, it gives us 305,709, and then the unappropriated balance becomes 56,225. That would be a simple way to just move the money and adjust it so that we can.
Romney,
Yes.
excuse me, is this just a mere gift to the fire departments? Or is it tax that would be taxed from taxpayers? Things like taking out general fund.
So what we have been doing in the past
I know what
is
you've been doing.
we've been giving a generous donation to them. They insisted, and it was pushed through with last year's in the budget session, that they would each get a $500,000 of their own light item tax.
Yes.
Right, so then, in order for there not to be a tax increase, we would need to lower the township's millage.
All right. Thank you.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. I write this all over.
Yeah.
Not the first place I come to.
Okay.
So you're taking all the money away from the repairing roads?
Nope, it'll be exactly the same. We're taking from the general fund because we're gonna lose 105,709 from the millage. Real estate taxes current year will lose that much money. So we're taking it away from, at the blue tab, is the general fund, 439.250 resurfacing streets and roads. But we're gonna add it back in, from the highway aid fund, which is the pink tab, in same line item number, 439.250 resurfacing streets and roads.
Missy, if we lower the tax, how long can we survive? Honestly, now, before we have to raise the tax again.
I gave you guys two spreadsheets, 1.45 mil and 1.85 mil for the general only. If you go to the bottom page of them, you'll see that by the year 2030, you're going to be negative for the 1.85. By the year 2029, you're going to be negative for the 1.45. So both of them are going to put you in the negative.
So we're gonna have to raise the tax.
Or spend less.
Yes.
Yeah, or
Spend less,
Spend less.
spend less.
So there is, you did put in a lot for the roads each year, right?
I did,
Okay, and is that any highway, there's no highway, is the highway aid fund in here?
No, because with the first year in 2026, you're going to wipe out the highway fund. So
Correct.
we're going to buy that piece of equipment.
Correct,
And we,
and if we do this change,
yeah,
right, so there'll only be 56,000 left. Right, but then don't we get highway aid fund every year, so is that?
you get
in-
like 188 each year, and we use that with,
Is that listed in the
We don't get
streets?
enough highway aid fund every year to
to
fix our
do all
roads.
the road construction.
Correct, right.
Because we also do line painting every year
Yep.
with that money. We
Salt.
put tires on, we do salt.
Yep. Yep, so I think, you know, we post, a lot of these numbers would really need to be trimmed. Yeah, we have over.
Well, your resurfacing roads, is that something you're gonna have to do every year? We
Right.
always have done it,
Right,
resurfacing roads.
yeah,
I did not increase, which will be an issue, I don't think that'll make it the, equipment, major equipment purchase, I kept that really low. I don't know whether you'll make it to 2030 without having to buy something major.
and do you really think the health insurance is going to more than double? In 5 years?
Well, it went up 19%.
It's not
this
Affordable
year.
Care Act, right, yeah, I don't know, right, we don't get subsidies anymore.
I took that at 5% every year, increased it by 5%. That looks awful, doesn't it? But
And how much did you say it went up this year? Did you say 19%?
19%.
That's pretty common, yeah, this year.
Can I ask you a question? Did you go to the school board meeting and complain when they raised the taxes? Or did you go to the county when they raised our taxes 0.8 mil, or 8 mil?
Right,
What's
so
that got to do with this
the
town?
school board, the school board raises their taxes every single year, it doesn't matter what year.
Right.
No, I
So
don't
we
go to their
raised-
meetings.
We raised our taxes 0.4 mil. Everybody in our township gets a ambulance subscription. So now they're gonna have to pay for that subscription, where before it was included.
No, what are you talking about? Getting their half a mil, that's all, am I correct?
No. What's that?
Yeah, you didn't say about taking that line
They're taking
item.
off
They're
their
still
labor
gonna-
now.
I understand, okay, you're right, we're not, you're right. I just, to do all this for 0.4 mil, which we're gonna have to raise the taxes in,
In 5 or 7 years, maybe, yep. And for those years, though, we wouldn't be.
3 years.
Okay, look at it in 3 years.
You can speak for yourself.
And see where we can trim. Yeah.
Thank you, Ronnie, for doing creative
Yes, thank you.
accounting. I like that. Very good. Appreciate that.
So this was my proposal that, Missy helped me find categories. I can't say I did it all myself. If anybody else has any other ideas, happy to listen. If you need to go, do you want?
It's okay, it's okay.
It's pretty close to all of it.
I make a motion that we keep the budget the way it is.
Is there a second?
You're gonna have to raise the taxes in 3 years, and you're taking money away from us repairing our roads, is what you're doing.
She has a good budget in here for repairing roads. for
And you know,
5 years.
the road tax is gonna keep going down because people buy an electric cars. So every electric car goes there, our rate goes, we get less money.
They are assessed a fee,
I understand that's $250 a year,
something like that.
so,
Is
yes.
there a second to Tom's motion? I make a motion that we amend the budget as I've described, and authorize to advertise it for adoption.
And
Second.
you're gonna take money from the equipment purchase for your daily maintenance, your tires, everything else that can break on your road crew equipment.
She kept a lot of all that stuff. That's what she's showing is if we keep increasing all those budgets, yes, we're gonna run into a deficit. So at some point, we're gonna have to cut something somewhere.
Or
It isn't
raise
gonna
the
be a
taxes.
drastic, right, or it isn't gonna be that drastic.
Maybe not spend so much on taking bends out of the roads and things like that, that everybody except 1 or 2 people in the township were opposed
I
to
think
that.
we should cut the raises out this year and do everybody at 2.8% like all the people on social security. That's what I think. You wanna save some money? Let's do that. Let's cut the raises out. And stop trying to pay everybody the most. Everybody gets 2.8% just like everybody on social security. That's what I think we should do. And if you wanna cut all this road work away, we don't need all those people on the road crew either. Let's save money there. Let's get rid of somebody. We're cutting road work away. We don't need 5 people, full-time people on the road crew.
Mr. Paul,
No.
I know the answer to this, but I want you to put it so it's out here. If they amend the budget, and they have to amend it and then advertise it, do they have till February 15th to approve a new budget? That's my understanding. I know there's a 10-day
I
period.
don't know, I know
It's
that.
February 15th. Did you say, Sue, that's a Sunday this year?
Yes.
We're not sure what the exact date will be, but we could easily approve, if we could push this through tonight, we can approve it in our next meeting.
So the budget is not approved, does that mean you're not gonna be paying your employees till that time? Or how does that go?
while the budget is in flux, they would continue at their current rate, and then once, if the budget is, when the budget is passed and approved, then they would get their, but the rate that's in the budget.
Not retroactive?
Yes.
No. No. The budget's not approved, it's not retroactive. No. They got paid this week on their new rate. Did they not?
It was done in error. Yes.
Oh, it was done in error. I understand it was done in error. But they got paid the new rate today, which they shouldn't get paid the new rate today. They don't get paid the new rate until the budget is passed.
Well, the
And
budget
it's
was
not
passed.
retroactive. I don't mean to throw you out.
Oh, no, it just got pulled, the budget just got opened today.
Yeah, I mean,
They
it
got
actually,
paid.
the rate, when you paid them,
It was,
the budget was,
approved.
it was an approved
So
budget.
that was not a mistake.
It was not a,
It was not a mistake, no.
Okay.
I don't know how you can pay your monthly bills if you don't have a budget then.
Well, we've only not had a budget for like 10 minutes.
So in 2 weeks, when payroll comes, what are you gonna do? You don't have a budget. Because it won't be advertised properly, and you guys won't vote on it.
Look how
You
long the
guys
state
can't
went
vote
without
on it
budget,
till
they
when?
still got paid.
February, excuse me?
I said, look how long the state went without budget, people still
Well,
got paid.
that's a little different than what we're doing in the township. So what
Why?
you're saying is you won't have a budget to pay your employees until this is passed.
They're not gonna
We're-
get
we're-
paid next year.
The simple answer is that we're allowed to incur expenses so long as they're built into whatever budget we do pass.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Looking forward, the money's there, so.
We're still gonna pay the people who work for us, it just needs to be accounted for in, again, whatever budget we pass.
Okay. Thanks for that clarification.
That's right.
I'm gonna second your motion. I am gonna request at another time before we get to this point next year, we look over everything and make sure these gentlemen are getting what they need to state substance. And I don't like the idea of raising taxes, so that's why I'm siding with you right now. But looking at these numbers, something's gonna have to give if we can't keep the roads good and whatever. We might have to go up at another time, but as of right now, I think EMS fire is getting what they need. We can survive a year on what we got, and the three of us are gonna have to do due diligence on really making sure what we're spending on is needed. And believe me, I know the roads all needed, but, you know, we gotta keep our nose to the grindstone and really do the best we can with what we have to work with without constantly putting taxes up.
Agreed.
We haven't put our taxes up in what, 12 years? 12 years?
No, in a
We put
month.
our taxes up.
You did a month
We don't
ago.
always put our taxes up. 12 years. Okay? I know you haven't lived in the township 12 years, but it's been 12 years. I'm sorry, that's right,
I think he has.
yeah.
So there's a motion and a second.
I just wanted on the record that you guys got together and did all this, okay? Did the budget, and you guys knew about all
I did
this,
this with Mrs.
I
okay?
didn't see any of this till I got
Oh,
here.
come on. Okay, if you believe that, that's fine. Okay, we haven't raised the budget.
Bob,
We
us
have
didn't
not
believe a
raised
lot of
the
things all
budget
year
in
long
12
either.
years. And you're gonna have to raise the budget in 2 or 3 years, because we're gonna be broke.
Maybe-
And it's gonna be just the same as when Roman was here and he broke the township, we're gonna be back in the same spot.
Oh,
So,
my God.
you're gonna, in 2 or 3 years, you're gonna end up raising the taxes again, but that's okay.
Like you said, maybe just spend our money more wisely. We don't need to,
Well, look what we've got done in the last
Why did we spend $1 million on that bend, which was a good legal speed bump? You can't put speed bumps in the roads, but that was illegal. What's that?
You know how many accidents were on that bend, how many overturned cars?
How many? No, you keep talking about that, but it doesn't seem like, that's, and now you're talking about the intersection of Old 100 and Bartow Road. Nobody wants to spend money on those things.
You guys do what you wanna do. I don't care.
There's a motion and a second. All those in favor?
You don't care?
No?
Aye.
That's really not good.
We took a vote. Are you opposed?
I'm opposed.
Okay. Motion is needed for authorization to hire administrative assistant at a rate of $21 an hour. To make that motion, is there a second? We talked about it last week, or last month, Sue, right? Are we just repeating?
Okay, so that's still the same, I'm
Yeah, it's
sorry,
the
I
same
thought it was
person.
another
No.
one on top of
No,
that.
no, it's the same
Okay.
person, yeah. We're just reaffirming.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
New business, Sue? What is this for?
So I think it's included in your paperwork that, I received information from Berks County about the Uniform Construction Code Board of Appeals. I understand that a lot of municipalities are, having difficulty filling, their boards. So Berks County is offering to, do that, for municipalities. It's a $300 a year fee to be a member, so I just put that out there if you wanted to consider that or not. Just passing it along to you.
So, are we not currently a member?
We are not, no.
Should we be?
But we only have one person on our.
We have two, with the nomination.
Scott Weller still on?
No, he resigned.
So am I understanding correctly, Sue, if we pay the fee, that Berks County will provide that board and we don't need to have our own?
Correct.
I wanted to clarify that. Thank you.
What do you think? Anybody?
But they need at least 3 people on there to have a quorum for that, correct? So,
Or can 2 do it, or?
No,
This is to a quorum.
Two is a quorum. Technically, any applicant before that board would have a right to a third member, but, most would waive that for a 2-person board, but yeah, I mean, technically, the applicant would be entitled to a 3-person board, and we only have 2 people.
I'd like to add something else. So that's something that very rarely comes before the township. I served on that board for a term, 2 or 3 years. We never had any. When's the last time?
There was only ever one that I know of.
So we want to think about, do we want to spend $300 a year for something that might not happen? And if we got 2 out of the 3, do we need to make that decision now, or?
No, it's just, I just wanted to bring it to
No, it was good to bring it up, but I'm thinking maybe not jump into that until we need it.
What was the deadline this year? I thought I saw it somewhere. Because they even want your yes or no on this one page, right? February 27th. So we meet January 22nd and February something before that. We have two meetings to decide. Okay, so we should.
So we've only had one like in the last 15 or 20 years.
Yeah.
Do you get to decide each year if you want to do it? Like if you decide not this year?
Sounds like
So
it.
you don't lose it.
And we have a quorum.
Okay, so that's tabled. Executive session if needed. Does anybody think we need one? No, okay. Announcements, the next regular board of supervisors meeting will be Thursday, January 22nd, 2026 at 7 p.m. There's also a board of auditors meeting tomorrow night at 7 p.m. And the planning commission meets on Thursday, January 8th at 7 p.m. also.
So there's no workshop in January?
Not for January.
We also were supposed to have our reorganization meeting for the EAC
That's
on Wednesday.
also tomorrow, yeah,
Or
Wednesday
tomorrow,
night at
or,
7 p.m.
yeah, yeah.
Yes. Okay, so that's all of the announcements. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I have a question. Did
Sure.
you table the wage schedule for township employees?
We did,
Okay. When will
because
that be?
now, when this budget is adopted, we will also adopt the tax rates and the wage schedule.
Okay.
Motion to adjourn?
I'll make it.
Second.
Those in favor?
Catch the chick.